What's good, everybody? The voice of the WGC back in the building. And oh man, this game was here today and gone tomorrow, wasn't it? Well, we got some news on the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, AEW Fight Forever. We have an article by Mike Straw, credible journalist. You know, a lot of people like to post fake ass shit in this community, but shout out to Mike Straw for the real. Exclusive AEW strongly considering new partner for future video games. So basically, AEW could be shifting gears. And they could be looking to work with somebody else. You know, we just had them partnering up with Yukes as their dev team and THQ as a publisher. And things could possibly be changing in the future. Let's see what the report is. The future of AEW games currently hangs in the balance. Multiple sources have told me that the decision makers at AEW are strongly considering finding a new development partner moving forward. This comes after numerous issues surrounding the game's development. They, AEW, know that things didn't go the way they expected. One source said, the game was over budget and it under-delivered when it came out. Damn. So you went over your budget and you still did not perform well. Oh man. The game was over budget and it under-delivered when it came out. It had AEW strongly considering moving to a new developer for their games. AEW Fight Forever launched in June of 2023 to mixed responses. While the gameplay was fun and easy to pick up, the lack of depth and various bugs was a turnoff for many players. That is absolutely true. 100% true. In April of 2024, Insider Gaming was told that there was pressure on the developers to deliver something faster than what it should have been done. And I kind of figured that. Because you got all these reports coming out, all these retailers listing the game and then delisting the game. I could just visualize it. Hey man, we gotta get this out there. We gotta get this out there. We gotta get this out there. You know, just crunching and crunching and crunching and crunching, and then it finally gets in the player's hand, and it ends up being a steaming hot pile of dog shit. Now AEW is trying to figure out where to go with their games. The original contract with Yukes called for 1 year of post-launch updates, which came in the form of 4 season passes. Yep, I figured that was the case, bruh. I figured that was the case. Get a couple of seasons and get their ass up out of there. I kinda figured that, bruh. I was curious. I was like, you know, how many seasons are there gonna be? But yeah, then I started to get the gist. I was like, you know what? That kind of makes sense. But yeah, let's continue. That added wrestlers, moves, game modes, and venues. The last DLC pack came out in July, adding Jay White to the roster. There have been talks for releasing recently signed wrestlers Will Ospreay, Kazuchika Okada, and Mercedes Moné to the game's roster, but it's unclear where those talks between AEW and Yukes stand. The sources who spoke on the condition of anonymity say that the primary focus is around the gaming future as a whole. Everything is on the table, Insider Gaming was told. There were some positives with the Yukes relationship and some feel that with the foundation in place, another game could make things better rather than giving up after one attempt, but you can't argue that there are concerns with how things went in the final year of the game's development. Issues from the start. Issues with Yukes and AEW date back to before Fight Forever was released. There was a lot of butting heads between both sides, including involving AEW Executive Vice President Kenny Omega. At one point, I was told Omega was frustrated to the point of hating working with Yukes, while others felt that Yukes was trying to take advantage of Omega due to his inexperience around helping with game development. No one was really happy when the game came out. A source said even before launch, internal talks started about whether to continue with the game with Yukes, bring it over to a new developer, and either build on what's been done or start from scratch, or leave the console market and continue to focus on mobile. Fuck no, okay? Fuck no. That's what your ass does not need to do, okay? Leave the console market and continue to focus on mobile? Bro, for anybody that enjoys those mobile games, hey, kudos to you. But me personally, I'm not fucking with it, bro. I want to play an AW console wrestling game. That's what I want to play, personally. Give it another shot, Tony. Give it another shot, okay? Just handle it better, but give it another shot. Do not give up right here. A lot of people in the company want another shot with a console game, but it only matters if the one signing the checks wants to trust them again. When asked where that sits, I was told no one knows. AW owns the rights to the build for Fight Forever. It's built using Unreal Engine 4 and can bring it over to a new developer if they wanted to build on top of that, on top of what was made. It's unlikely that after Fight Forever went well over budget and didn't turn a profit, the company would look to have another game built from scratch. But that comes down to the kind of deal made with the new partner. It's important to clarify that these are currently in the discussion stage. No final decision has been made by AW regarding a new partner or if there will even be a new game anytime soon. There are feelers out to some of the larger developers in space, including some obvious ones, to see what the interests in wrestling games are. It was said they are doing their due diligence before any decision is made. What do you think the future holds for AW video games? Join the discussion in the official Insider Gaming forums. Okay. Here's where I personally stand on this, okay? I 100% agree with all of this. AW Fight Forever was a fucking flop. You know, when I first laid eyes upon the game, you know, when that first trailer came out, when we saw that bloated, obese Jericho, you know, even though he looked kind of weird, I was looking at the gameplay and I'm just like, yo, the gameplay is low-key fire. You know, the fact that we're getting intergender matches, you know, we saw him versus Hikaru Shida. That was dope to see. We haven't had intergender matches in a WWE game in ages, so that was a great start. And then we started seeing some other things. We're like, okay. But then things start to tone down a lot to where everything was a mystery. You were going on Twitch streams and you were like, okay, Evoluno, what's the word? You literally sent Evoluno out there to take all the bullets for the team. And he didn't even get put in the game. He had to just answer the questions the best way he could. Yo, Evil, when is this coming out? Hey, any news? And I know he was feeling pressured, bro. I know he was. But he took one for the team, and he answered the question the best way he could. And then you went on to all of these game shows. You went into all of these expos. Everybody's looking for AW Fight Forever, but you're nowhere to be found. You maybe have an AW wrestler there, but when you ask them, you know, they're supposed to be representing the company. When you ask them about the game, they have nothing to show. So it's like, what's the point of being there if you have nothing to show? And then you had all the retailers, like I just said, listing the game and listing a release date. I literally called Best Buy. Y'all remember that, bro? I literally called Best Buy. just calling retailers. I went to GameStop and I'm like, wait, what? I'm asking to look at the release calendar. I'm doing all this, just flipping through pages. I'm doing all this, bro, because they wanted to know when the game's coming out. Is it coming out this day? No. 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 And then you got the GCW lawsuit. And then after that, what happens? We got the ESRB. There was always something standing in the way of this game. We got the ESRB. We got Kenny Omega going on the Swerve podcast saying, oh man, they said it was this, they said it was that. I wish we could have did this. I wish we could have did this. And I'm just like, man. Really? I mean, at this rate, why not make it a mature game? Am I right? Why not make it a mature game? I like violence. I like blood. Make it a mature game next time around. If that's the issue. Nobody said that you had to make it a T for teen. Nobody said that. Make it a mature game. Make AEW Fight Forever 2 a mature game. I do not care at all. Alright? And also, this part right here, leave the console market and focus on mobile. I don't like that one bit. I don't like that one bit. You're gonna give up after one game? You're gonna give up after one game. Y'all are supposed to be the alternative. Y'all are supposed to be the second biggest promotion behind WWE. And one thing that you gotta have is a video game. Not everybody wants to play your mobile game, bruh. Not everybody wants to play this car collecting bullshit, okay? Some people like me, we like real graphs. We like to wrestle in the ring, bruh. I like to play on my Xbox. And in the future, my PlayStation. And then, you know, I got my PC right here. I like these platforms, okay? I used to play mobile games back in the day, you know, Angry Birds, you know, Temple Run, Subway Surfers, you know, Fruit Ninja, Paper Sauce. I used to play all kinds of games back in the day. Flappy Bird. I used to be a mobile game head through and through. But I don't really fuck with mobile games no more, bro. Stick with the console market. I understand it was rough, but you have the build. You are in charge. You literally have the build. Don't just scrap it and say, okay, enough is enough. Don't just give up right there. Give it one more shot. Give it one more shot. Just one more time. One more shot. And if that fails, then okay, you can cut it. But just give it one more shot. And just do it the right way, you know? Make sure you have the right team. Make sure you have active communication throughout the team, okay? Make sure you're actively communicating, looking at every piece of this game. Make sure you have a copy of AEW Fight Forever 1 right next to you while you're developing AEW Fight Forever 2 so you can compare. Okay? And know what needs to be fixed. Make sure you go back and look at that spreadsheet. You remember that? All that data that you took, all that feedback that you took from us the consumer, you remember that? Make sure you look at that spreadsheet. Because that's the key right there. That's your bread and butter right there. Make sure you look at that spreadsheet because that is literally what the fans have been wanting in the game since your first installment. But we didn't get that. So make sure you look at that feedback, you look at that spreadsheet, and you add that stuff to AEW Fight Forever 2. Okay? Also, to add on to that, make sure that not only you have good communication with the dev team, but also make sure you have good communication with your fan base too. Because like I said, I don't mind you playing different games on the All Elite Arcade, but most people, they followed you on Twitch because they wanted to know more about AEW Fight Forever. They wanted to hear about AEW Fight Forever. That was the main reason why people followed that page in the first place. Like I said, I don't mind you playing other games because we're all gamers. If you like different games besides wrestling games, that's cool. I actually enjoyed the Halo tournament with Adam Cole at Orange Cassidy. That was very entertaining. I don't mind them playing different games. But make sure on All Elite Arcade, your primary focus is AEW Fight Forever. Okay? This is called AEW games. This isn't called Microsoft Studios. This isn't Halo. This isn't, 343 Industries. Alright? This is AEW games, alright? AEW is a wrestling promotion. Let's focus on the wrestling game. And whoever is in charge of the page, make sure that they're communicating too. Because that's a big problem with 2K. People are asking this, asking that, asking this, asking that. There's no communication whatsoever outside of the Discord. And the same thing with the AW games. People are asking this, that, this, that. So whoever's the admin, whoever's the social media admin, hey, even if you got to pay somebody else to take over, make sure you do that. Somebody that's going to actively communicate with the fans. Tell us when this is coming out, 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 when there's some brand new news on the way. You know, keep the people locked in and in the know, because that was a big problem with AW Fight Forever. You literally just had to keep checking and checking and checking and checking. There was no definitive date. There was no real date for anything. You just had to, you know, take a look and guess. And then we had ZD or Zaidi. You know, you ask him. Even though he works for THQ, he didn't know anything. Even he was out the know. You ask him something, and it seems like he was on vacation like every fucking minute. You'd be like, oh, yo, what up? Hey, yo, what's poppin', ZD? What up, Zaidi? Hey, what's poppin' with AW Fight Forever? Oh, I'll get back to you. I'm on vacation. Oh, yeah, I'll answer that when I'm back on vacation. Oh, yeah, I'm on a break. It's like nobody really knew anything in this team. Nobody really knew anything. I'm just keeping it real. This is literally the experience. This is literally the consumer experience of dealing with AW Fight Forever. And I'm a day one copper. We purchased this shit on day one, bro. The Elite Edition, day one. That shit was ours. Day one. This isn't just somebody who purchased the game way later on, okay? This is a day one cop. The Elite Edition. And just the way y'all handle things too. That's another thing too, the way y'all handled the DLC. Y'all gotta have a different approach. As much as I shit on 2K, at least they do their DLC correctly. A DLC should be no less than at least 6 wrestlers. Minimum. 5 to 6 wrestlers minimum. Minimum. 5 to 6 wrestlers minimum. Okay? You're over here, oh, you want some new tracks? Here you go. You wanted some new moves? Here you go. You wanted some new skins? Here you go. It's like, come on, bro. And then when you were doing game updates, you tried to focus on Stadium Stampede. And that didn't turn out the way we thought it was going to turn out either, because we thought it was going to be, you know, Here Comes the Pain-esque. We were just going to be able to battle it out and fight in a stadium. But you got all these Fortnite elements. Take away the Fortnite elements and let us just battle it out in the stadium. And add different layers to the stadium like Warzone. If you're really going to, you know, try to expand on that. That'll be really cool if we could leave the stadium and, you know, battle it out in different areas. Not just Daly's place. Not Daly's place, but not, you know what I mean. The Jacksonville Jaguar Stadium. But yeah, bruh. There's so many things you could do with this game. But you have to approach it the right way. And you have to execute it. Okay? You know, you have the WGC literally pouring our heart and soul into this game. When you first released all the stuff. And like I said, it was here today and gone tomorrow. We don't need that to happen again. I see your upcoming partnership with Warner. Hey, why don't you team up with WB Games, huh? Why don't you team up with WB Games? What about that? What about that? I'm just saying, because the gameplay is not the issue. My main problems with the gameplay was, one, people being able to just, you know, do that bailout thing over and over and over again, that bailout ability. That was one of my main problems. And also is the pin system. You just had to keep on, you know, spam pressing buttons. There was no time pin system. And after like 2 finishers, you're cooked. But for the most part, the game as a whole, the gameplay was phenomenal. The gameplay was amazing. And I'm going to keep on saying this. I'm not going to refute my statement. I'm going to keep on saying this. AEW Fight Forever gameplay was light years ahead of 2K's gameplay, and it felt like a wrestling game. I love the fact that the wrestlers actually felt like themselves too, like I was just talking about yesterday. You had Orange Cassidy with the hands in his pockets and you can walk around, you can, do drop kicks and all that. That's dope. That's actually what Orange Cassidy does in real life. He puts his hands in his pockets, the crowd's going like, oh, with the hands in his pocket kicks. And that's dope. That's dope. The wrestlers feel like themselves. You were introducing new venues like the beach. That was dope. I can give credit where it's due. That was dope. You had all kinds of variety when it came to the weapons. You had a skateboard. That's dope. You had the electric barbed wire bat. That's dope. You even had propane tanks or bombs in the goddamn game. That's dope. You had a football before 2K even had a football. That's dope. You had multiple finishers / signatures. That's dope. And 2K took some of these things and put it in their game. Ironic. When you got good ass ideas. You know when. That's what I'm saying. Like, they have the blueprint, but you just have to execute it. You feel what I'm saying? It's not impossible. You just got to handle it the right way. I understand. It's your first game. You kind of feel like you had to meet the fans' demands, and you kind of feel like you were pressured into just giving us something and releasing it at a certain time frame. I understand that. But now you have the foundation. You have a foundation that you can build upon. Make sure you interact with the community. And if you want to find a new partner, that's cool. If you want to give Yukes another chance, that's cool. But make sure you handle it the right way. Cool your jets. Don't get too fucking stubborn. Cool your jets and handle this the right way. Because I don't care what y'all say, bro. An AEW Fight Forever 2, if they handle it the right way, would be amazing. An AEW Fight Forever 2 with enhanced gameplay that looks even better visually, that has a stacked roster at launch, that includes almost everybody that's in the company right now or previously was in the company. More and more and more match types, an expansion on what's his name? An expansion on Stadium Stampede. A longer, more thought out story will Road to Elite 2. An actual universe mode. That'll be dope. That'll be dope. So yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens, man. And with that being said, hey, if any of y'all are watching, if any of y'all from AEW are watching, if y'all want somebody to go out there and really test out your game, really push your game to the limit, really show y'all what y'all need to fix, somebody that's really dedicated to this wrestling game and shit, look no further than Unsanctioned TV. Because we was riding with y'all from the jump, bro. A lot of people came later on in the cycle, but we were here from the jump. Look at that date right there. Look at that date right here. Look at that date. This is January 6th of 2021. We were here from the jump. Okay? We were here from the jump. Riding with AEW Fight Forever before it even had a name. When it was just called the AEW video game. We was riding with y'all, bruh. When it was just called the AEW video game. We was with y'all, bruh. Before y'all even had a name. And this is who y'all need to be looking at. This is who y'all need to be looking at, bro. The people that actually give a damn about this shit. Okay? The people that actually care. This is who you need to be looking at, bro. Because I know you like to bring in a lot of individuals just because they got some clout or some notoriety. I understand that. They got more viewers, they got more subs, they got more everything. I understand that. But you need to be focusing also on the individuals that live and breathe this wrestling gaming shit, bruh. It's like inviting Taylor Swift to this shit. It's like, what does she know about this, huh? What does she know about any of this? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, if you want somebody to play test, you want somebody to give you feedback, you want to drop a beta secretly, you want to just email us something, hey, feel free. Because yeah, man, I want this game to thrive. Like I said before, anybody that's working on a wrestling game to give us multiple options outside of strictly just WWE 2K, I want y'all to thrive, bro. I don't want to just be stuck with WWE 2K. I want to have multiple wrestling games at my disposal. I don't want to just be on 2K, 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 2K. I want to have different options. And y'all should too. Stop that fanboy shit. Stop that tribalist shit. Okay? The more options, the better. But with that being said, shout out to Mike Stroud for the article. And hey, we'll see what's next. We'll see what's next. If we don't get a decision this year, hopefully we get a decision next year. But I'm hoping and praying that this is not it for AW5 forever. You can't just enter the game like that and then dip out after you just fucked us over with AW5 forever 1. Nah, bro. Get back in the lab and get on and work on that sequel, bro. Don't just give up like that. All right? Please. But with that being said, it's Unsanctioned TV, and we out here. One love, God bless, see you on the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, and hit the bell to be notified for each and every Unsanctioned TV upload. And I will leave Mike Straw's credentials in the comment section, because a lot of people will break this shit down, but they won't give you no credit. That's just how the game goes, bro. But yeah, I'll leave Mike Straw's credentials in the comment section. But anyways, it's Unsanctioned TV, and we out here. Peace. Yeah. Hey, y'all better not leave us like that. Y'all better not dip out like that. All right, Tony. All right, Tony. Hey, I hope you hear me, Tony. Don't give up like that, bro. We need that sequel. All right.